Welcome to MyCounselor.Online. I'm Josh Spurlock, and this video is about the fallacy that sexy is dirty. If you grew up in the church, you know what I'm talking about. You probably got the impression, either from what was directly said to you or by what wasn't said to you, that sex was somehow dirty, taboo, ugly, nasty, save it for the one you love. And nothing could be further from the truth from God's perspective. The truth is that sex is God's idea. He thought of it. He wired your body for it. He wired your body to feel horny, to have sexual desire, to crave connecting sexually, to enjoy sexual touch and pleasure. All of these things are His idea. Your clitoris was God's idea. You know, it's an amazing piece of human anatomy that serves no purpose other than your pleasure, has more nerve endings than any other part of human anatomy, male or female. And you know who thought of that? Yeah, God. He designed you to truly enjoy and desire and to seek out sex. And it's a positive thing. But what has happened is within our culture, sex has gotten distorted into something very negative, something very bad. And as a result of that, the church in a reactionary way has also treated it as something dangerous, something dirty, something bad, something to be avoided. But then somehow within marriage, when you get married, it's supposed to, a switch is supposed to flip. And suddenly those thoughts about and feelings about and messages about sex being dirty, sex being bad are supposed to reverse themselves, and sex is supposed to be great, and you're supposed to want it and pursue it with your spouse, and it's supposed to be a wonderful thing. But for a lot of people, it doesn't work out like that. For a lot of women, those negative message about sexuality really stick with them into marriage in a way that hinders their ability to enjoy their sexual relationship with their spouse, and really puts a damper, if not completely obliterates, their desire to pursue and engage sex, their libido, their sex drive. And so within the sex therapy practice, oftentimes what we find ourselves working on is identifying or tracing back the origin of the messages we have around sex. Where did we learn that sex was bad and to be avoided? Where did we learn that our sexual feelings were negative and that we should suppress them and shouldn't experience them? And unwind that so that we're able to embrace our sexuality as God designed us for, so that we can really enjoy it in the context of our marriage and thereby have a stronger, passionate, healthy relationship as a result of it. We want to be able to have a passionate relationship that is like the Bible in its celebration of sex, and the picture of the romantic pursuit of our God towards His bride, us, His people, and that our relationship with our husband, between husband and wife, would mirror that. And we would be passionate about each other and enjoy and pursue and love being intimate and connected with each other. So in the article, we go into some detail about how to go about doing that. How do we self-identify some of the origins of the negative messages we have around sex? And then what do we do about them? How do we unpack those in a way that allow us to correct the misbeliefs and embrace God's thoughts around sex, and work through our negative emotions to positive ones so that it fuels and drives our sexual relationship rather than hindering it? You can find the article at MyCounselor.Online, read it below, and you'll find other videos and articles there also. If you have difficulty applying the thoughts, ideas, you can find a counselor at MyCounselor.Online to connect with that will help work through that with you, either online or in person at one of our offices. Until we connect again, be blessed and keep loving life.